bizarre characters. Everyone is dancing and partying hard. Psychedelic visuals flash on screens around the room. The atmosphere is chaotic, with a late-night, decentralized vibe.
Interior. VIP room. Night.
A group of hackers, the main characters, are gathered around a holographic table displaying a heist plan. They are all crypto natives, each with a distinct, meme-inspired persona.
All right, team, this is it. The biggest crypto heist ever. We're breaking into the blockchain vault of Neon Bank. The Karat Championship is the perfect distraction. All eyes will be on the wannabe legends competing. Meanwhile, we'll be becoming the real legends because we will have all of the crypto straight from the Neon Bank vault.
Yo, think of the meme, Stanley. We'll be legends.
Wow. Very heist.
Interior. Neon Bank Karate Karina. Night.
The ring announcer, a majestic lion warrior friend with money literally spilling out of his ears, steps into the center of the chaos. His mane glows under the neon lights, and he holds a microphone with a golden paw. He speaks with the gravitas of Michael Buffer, hyping up the crowd and the participants.
Ladies and gentlemen, creatures of all galaxies, are you ready to rumble? Tonight, in this neon-lit arena, we witness the clash of titans, the battle of the century. The intergalactic Karate Championship, right here, right now.
The crowd roars, and the lion warrior friend pauses, letting the excitement build.
We're
In the red
checking out
corner,
the microphones.
hailing from the distant star system of Alpha Centauri,
Hello?
the reigning champion, the undefeated,
Rolling?
the unrelenting Sensei Stardust.
The crowd cheers louder as Sensei Stardust steps forward, bowing with a confident smile.
And in the blue corner, the challenger from the Andromeda Galaxy, with strength unmatched and fury unchained, the fearsome, the formidable Gorgo the Galactic Gladiator.
The alien with multiple arms roars, flexing each limb. The crowd is on its feet, the energy palpable.
Interior. Server room. Night.
Baptiste hacks into the mainframe, bypassing firewalls and security protocols with ease. The visuals are intense, with rapid cuts and glitch effects.
I'm in. Uploading the malware now.
Interior. Vault. Night.
Are we there yet?
Almost. Just a few more seconds.
Interior. Control room. Night.
The bank's security team realizes something is wrong.
Stop them, they're stealing everything.
The chase scene begins, but it cuts back and forth to the intergalactic karate fight in the lobby, where Sensei Stardust is performing incredible moves. The fight is intense, with gravity-defying kicks and punches. The security guards are too mesmerized to notice anything else.
Interior. Vault. Night.
Nolan successfully opens the vault. They start transferring crypto assets to their wallets.
We've got it. Time to move.
Host 1 Whiskers McClaw, played by Waylon.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Crypto Whisker Chronicles, where we dive into the fascinating world of cryptocurrency, but today we've got a special treat. It's Bitcoin Pizza Day. That's right, we're talking about the day when a guy bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin.
Host 2 Fluffy Pawson, played by Lumi.
You heard that right, Whiskers. 10,000 Bitcoin. Back then, that was about $41. Today, well, let's just say it's a lot of kibbles. Imagine trading away a treasure chest for a couple of pepperoni pizzas. It's like giving away your goldfish for a sardine. Seems fair at the time, but oh boy, the regret.
Host Sassy Whisker.
For a ball of yarn, fun for a minute, but not the brightest move in the long run.
Host 4 Miario Nakamoto, played by Donna.
And just to add some high-level jargon to the mix, let's remember that this transaction was a pivotal moment of liquidity pool dynamics intersecting with early adopter fiat to crypto arbitrage opportunities. In simpler terms, it was a game changer, even if it was for pizza.
Whiskers McClaw.
Right, Miario? And for those still scratching their heads this day is like a crypto holiday, we celebrate by remembering that once upon a time, someone thought, hey, why not use this magical internet money for some delicious pizza? And poof, Bitcoin Pizza Day was born.
Fluffy Porson.
It's a reminder of how far we've come. From using Bitcoin for pizza to, well, still trying to figure out how to use it for anything else. But hey, it's progress. Plus, it gives us a reason to eat pizza and pretend it's for educational purposes.
Sassy Whisker Tail.
Exactly. So next time you're munching on a slice, remember that it's not just pizza, it's history. Delicious, cheesy history. And who knows, maybe one day we'll have tuna tartare day, when we'll talk about the time someone swapped 10,000 Ethereum for a gourmet seafood platter.
Miyario Nakamoto.
Until then, let's raise our slices high and celebrate Bitcoin Pizza Day, the most expensive meal in history that keeps getting more expensive every year. Here's to the guy who spent 10,000 Bitcoin and to all of us for learning from his appetite. I mean, experience.
Whiskers McClaw.
So remember, normies, next time someone offers you 10,000 Bitcoin for a couple of pizzas, think twice. You might just be holding on to the keys to your own financial kingdom. Or, a really fancy cat condo.
All hosts together.
Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Okay, then put another video up. Would you mind?
Host 1 Whiskers McClaw, played by Waylon.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Crypto Whisker Chronicles, where we dive into the fascinating world of cryptocurrency, but today we've got a special treat. It's Bitcoin Pizza Day. That's right, we're talking about the day when a guy bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin.
Host 2 Fluffy Porson, played by Lumi.
You heard that right, Whiskers. 10,000 Bitcoin. Back then, that was about 41 bucks. Today, that's, well, let's just say it's a lot of kibbles. Imagine trading away a treasure chest for a couple of pepperoni pizzas. It's like giving away your goldfish for a sardine. Seems fair at the time, but oh boy, the regret.
Host 3 Sassy Whiskertail, played by Arthur.
Absolutely fluffy. For all the normies out there, those who still think Dogecoin is a new breed, Bitcoin Pizza Day is a huge deal in the crypto world. It's like the time I accidentally swapped my laser pointer for a ball of yarn. Fun for a minute, but not the brightest move in the long run.
Host 4 Miyario Nakamoto, played by Donna.
And just to add some high-level jargon to the mix, let's remember that this transaction was a pivotal moment of liquidity pool dynamics intersecting with early adopter fiat to crypto arbitrage opportunities. In simpler terms, it was a game changer, even if it was for pizza.
Whiskers McClaw.
Right, Miyario. And for those still scratching their heads this day is like a crypto holiday, we celebrate by remembering that once upon a time, someone thought, hey, why not use this magical internet money for some delicious pizza? And poof, Bitcoin Pizza Day was born.
Fluffy Porson.
It's a reminder of how far we've come. From using Bitcoin for pizza to, well, still trying to figure out how to use it for anything else. But hey, it's progress. Plus, it gives us a reason to eat pizza and pretend it's for educational purposes.
Sassy Whiskertail.
Exactly. So next time you're munching on a slice, remember that it's not just pizza, it's history. Delicious, cheesy history. And who knows, maybe one day we'll have tuna tartare day, when we'll talk about the time someone swapped 10,000 Ethereum for a gourmet seafood platter.
Miyario Nakamoto.
Until then, let's raise our slices high.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Lawson.fm, executive producer of Full Circle Decentralized Late Night. You're watching a special episode from FWB Fest, preseason, heading up to season 0X. Welcome. Thanks for being here today. Sky, first FWB Fest.
This is my first FWB Fest. You are absolutely correct. I am here in Idlewild, California. I've never been here before. I flew into Palm Springs, never done that before. What a funny thing is about Palm Springs is you expect palms and you expect springs. You know what it is? It's the desert. Luckily, when I got into the desert, I was like, oh dear, I did not bring my umbrella hat that I would normally wear in the desert. So I was a little bit nervous, but then we drove down some very curvy mountain roads.
You sang to us. You serenaded in the car.
Yeah, with our newest production extraordinaire, queen of all things organized, Ariel, was driving and very confidently taking the curves next to the cliff. And so we had a really, really exciting, but on the survival of the cliff, we came down into the forest. And Idlewild is so beautiful. There are so many trees, and we got here and it wasn't 101 degrees. It was like 83. And when you've been in 101 degrees, 83 feels like so that's where I'm at. This is my first FWB Fest. Everyone's been really, really nice. So I'm Sky Bravo.
Sky Bravo. You notice there's only 2 co-hosts up here tonight. Lindau is traveling again. I think in Europe, maybe the Greek Isles, maybe on a yacht. I'm actually very unclear where she is.
The last time I talked with her, it was just generally Europe. She was, I think, practicing some mental gymnastics, where she was actually in multiple places in Europe at the same time. She was She was talking about metaphysics. So I'm happy for her. I'm happy for us. We're here, and we know someone who is in Europe. And doesn't that make you feel cool?
I mean, she preseasons, she off seasons really hard, right? I told her we were going to the off season, and then like boom, jet setting, London, boom, Paris. She's everywhere. And she just fully embodies the idea of an off season, which I really admire. Sky and I are here in Idlewild. We're hanging out with each guy. It basically like summer camp, right? The first summer camp. And 2 co-hosts. Really excited. We brought on our 4th team member, 4, not 3. Ariel Christensen as producer of the show. She's behind the camera tonight. You may see her maybe at the end. We'll have a little party around and get everybody in. But as we're walking through and bringing you into the show, we have a live audience, so we're actually interacting with people. We don't normally get to do that. Right. A lot of time when I'm sitting in my studio in Mexico and Merida, I feel like I'm with Sky, but and we're telling our jokes, but there's no one that we can hear that's to the joke without having a live audience. And so we had our first live audience for our live show in Austin, right? And that was cool. Cyber Shakti, we had a crew there.
Yeah.
Rhyme Taylor.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really great. And just to let you know, y'all are free to giggle. That was actually the first time I've ever heard anyone laugh at any of my jokes. So it's really, really nice, to be in the room with other human beings who are, just who are so wonderful and such kind, rejuvenant spirits amongst us. And back to you, Lawson.
Back to you. Yeah. So we're in the off season. We're heading into our next season, but we feel like we need to do a little bit of a kind of a retrospective, kind of reset. Tell everybody who maybe don't know the show, maybe seen it for the first time on the one and only Unlonely X YouTube. We're not on the Instagram today, but we're normally live on the Instagram, but we're live in many areas. So we appreciate y'all watching. We go live traditionally every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're currently right now, we do reruns on Wednesdays because it's the off season. But this is a special episode from FWB Fest. And so I guess just to kind of get us back into the zone, what the hell is this show? Maybe we should give you a little teaser for last season.
Sure, absolutely.
Said the man in the moon to his woman under the sea. Can you understand the words coming from me? No one is trying.
We were trying to figure out what full circle is.
Full circle is where crypto and real life come together.
It's a big deal.
Well, peace and pieces. Well, peace and pieces.
Hold on, are we back? Oh, we're back.
So we're back. That was made from primarily ETH Denver footage before, when the idea of Full Circle kind of came from the interwebs, became a thing. We started hanging out in early February. Next thing you know, we're in Denver, where you hung out with Latasha, right?
Oh man, she's my favorite. Yeah, Latasha's so cool. Latasha's performing tomorrow, and I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna be like, Latasha, and she's gonna be like, oh my god, because it's gonna be in a moment of like extreme silence. So
and that
maybe
was
it's not appropriate.
Go ahead.
Maybe it should be but I'm saying her name. I just want, but really, it's just like I want her to say hi to me. We're live. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say? Back to you.
What I was what I was trying to say, Sky, is like that was the foundation of the show really early on. We were doing deep coverage, artist profiles, in East Denver, and also at NFTYC. You met for the pilot episode. We have Louis C. Rhymes.
Oh yes. Oh, Louis C. Rhymes is also my favorite. I love Louis C. Rhymes. Louis C. Rhymes is really incredible, and I really appreciate about Louis C. Rhymes that he is a teacher and that he raps for his kids, and they like. Can you imagine being in middle school? And I think, dang, he teaches math or science. Dang it, I wish I could remember. But anyway, can you imagine? Then he's just like spitting bars.
I think he's a math teacher.
Math?
Yeah.
Can you imagine your math teacher spitting bars?
His bars are hard.
It's really good.
They're so hard.
That was good. We actually have a little bit of both of those segments to show in the interview preview thing.
Yeah,
But
I think we should just go there.
Go to the interview ones?
Yeah, let's go interview.
Okay,
We're
let's go to
already
the
into it.
interviews. All right, great. Yeah.
Yep. To the third video.
The third video, which is really the second one.
I'm a
It's
shit
actually-
poster on Twitter. By the way, it's called X. I'm very confident on Twitter, but I'm a little shy and reserved in person. I'm more of an introvert. Why are you so angry on Twitter? You're so mad. You're like shitting on this founder. You have beef with the Friends Tech guy. What's going on?
You definitely just made that up. I shit post on Twitter. I shit post too. Yeah, so you of all people should understand that I am doing a bit on Twitter, and it's just a game of who can get the most likes.
And that's Sky, Bravo, and Brooke. Y'all don't fuck with me when I rap this. Everybody knows I do backflips on the track, bitch. Brooke doing what he's gotta with no practice.
Only works in the bathroom for me, though. Only works in the shower. We're not live, right? No, thank you. Am I doing the interview now?
Louis, what would you say is like the most important message that you have whenever you get up on stage? You really speak with intention, and you move with intention when you're moving through the space. But what does motivate you, and what do you feel like really keeps that flow going for you?
I think it's the constant knowingness that I'm nowhere near perfect, and the awareness of that I'm not even Louis, baby. I'm not even Louis C. Rhymes. This is not even really a thing. It's something that's conjured by human beings. Drives me to remember that when I'm on that stage, because I get nervous too. I get fucking freaked out too. But the awareness of the fact that you can be aware of what's happening, be so attached to it and feel it, is recently what's really going. In terms of what I say, the world, I would say a lot of it has to do with the kids that I work with, the kids that I've worked with in the past, and I would also say that it has a lot to do with my family and, you know, just the ethos of being anti-establishment. You guys are good if you guys get it.
Yo, my man, let's go. That was you up top.
It's Louis, baby.
Do you see yourself as a trailblazer?
I set fires for sure. Like I create.
Thought about trailblazing in that way.
People
you know?
say it. I'm always grateful for the statement. I just feel like I'm just figuring things out just like everybody else and experimenting, and I'm grateful to be seen as a trailblazer and a pioneer. But I think we're all trailblazers and pioneers to some extent of something. in life, you know? We're all exploring some shit, you know, and if you're living, you are definitely exploring some shit and doing something probably before anybody else, hopefully. So I'm just me doing me.
Are we back? Okay. Do you want to?
Yeah. So the core of the show was we happened to be traveling around some places, and we met up with artists that we knew, and we were basically trying to show the story that we knew, that we feel like, you know, they hadn't really got out there yet. I feel like when we think about what the show is, you know, we're trying to capture this moment as we're IRL, and some of us moving very online, and then a portion of those very, very on chain, and then kind of coming back. And the core of the show, though, is like telling these stories of people that we just feel like this weren't fully repped yet. People hadn't seen them yet, hadn't heard from them yet, right?
I think it's very interesting. I think that what is the question? I think that we did interviews with people who were curious. I really want to hear these stories, and I think that hearing from people that I really admire in the space working in is like holding a microphone and having a camera is like a shortcut to like getting great life advice from people that you admire, you know, and being able to share that with an audience and get inside takes on process, or how are you thinking about social media, how are you interacting in your human self. And I feel like, and we discussed quite a lot about wanting to do something that was about people, not products, and that these are stories that aren't only interesting to people who are in the Web3 space. These are stories about artists. These are stories about entrepreneurs and people who are building, and hopefully, you know, can inspire other people to continue exploring whatever it is that they're passionate about.
Yeah, 100%. And so we came out of the gates just absolutely hitting. Every episode, incredible artists. First listens to music NFTs. You know, we had names. This is something they say about shows. You want shows and just all you're just mentioning names. And we had that 3 episodes in, 4 or so, and then you went out of town, and then Linda didn't show up, and I was the only co-host.
Oh yeah, that episode,
right? And so I was the only co-host, and we also had run out of footage, and
we were in between gigs. You know, we had most of an episode.
There were no conferences. There was a lull in the conferences. Is the official excuse
stuff.
And so
I wasn't on a yacht.
You were holed up in your basement, I only presume. And we started moving beyond just the profiles to also sketches, some of your old music, bringing in some of your old music, some of playing around a whole bunch with AI. And it got real weird, right?
Yeah, I would say that there was a rapid devolving from IRL human beings to now I'm talking solely to robots, and my iPad, and secret other people that are also on their iPads that aren't me. Because I'm not I'm a fan of Shakes Pepe, but it's not me. Just to be clear,
we had someone reach out to us. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
In the hidden folder DMs on X.
Mm-hmm.
And Linda
thought it was spam.
Linda checks those. Sponsors and other people have come into those folders, so we check those regularly, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
Sponsors.
So yeah, absolutely. Big sponsors are coming in all the time in our DMs. So we're really pleased about that. And thank you so much to all of the sponsors. Ding. So
including actually Near.
Oh yeah, Near Foundation. Great. Black Dragon. Thanks so much. Anyway, so I feel like we're getting a little tangential. I feel like that there's what we're really trying to do is say we've got some AI and cartoon segments that we want to share.
Wow, I want to wrap this one first.
Okay, all right.
Right.
Okay,
so
great.
we had a viewer submitted segment.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Yeah, so the viewer submitted segment really paired well with some of the AI and other stuff we were doing. and I just don't feel like we can fully describe it. We should just play it.
I think so. Let's just go for and then the season got weird.
Rugs and ordinals of outrageous fortune, or to take coins against a sea of leverage and by 10xing end them. Shakes Pepe. To corn or not to corn? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to Pepe the rugs and ordinals of outrageous fortune, or to take coins against a sea of leverage and by 10xing end them. To cry, to weep, no more. Shakes Pepe.
Hallelujah. Cookies make you looking. Cookies make you looking. Cookies make you looking. Cookies make you looking. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Crypto Whisker Chronicles, where we dive into the fascinating world of cryptocurrency. But today we've got a special treat. It's Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Absolutely fluffy. For all the normies out there, you know, those who still think Dogecoin is a new breed, Bitcoin Pizza Day is a huge deal in the crypto world.
Oh my God!
Don't be a saddy, saddy, but batty, batty, be a batty, earl adopt a batty. You wanna buy batty? Need to buy batty. Early batty, pump batty, coin batty, token batty, a lonely batty, $sign batty, number go up batty. Don't be a saddy, buy batty, batty, be a batty, early adopter batty, call your friends batty, call your family batty.
Wow, that was weird.
That was weird. Scene 3, Poker Night. I'll be doing a short reading from the stage directions from A Streetcar Named Desire, the Pulitzer Prize-winning play by Tennessee Williams. Scene 3, the Poker Night. There's a pic of Van Gogh's a billiard parlor at night. Low linoleum of the kitchen table hangs an electric bulb with a vivid green glass shade. The poker players. Stanley, Steve, Mitch, and Pablo wear colored shirts, solid blues, a purple, a red and white check, a light green, and they are men at the peak of their physical manhood, as coarse and direct and powerful as the primary colors.
What the hell?
Dude, this is Tennessee Williams. This is an American classic. Stella!
An absolute American classic. I can only, can we see the cover? Just people should buy this book.
Oh, you don't know about Brando? That's the man.
And so the season had gotten really weird.
Did it?
It got weird. But we brought it back. Some would say never miss an opportunity for full circle, decentralized late night. We brought it back, right?
Okay.
And the season really kind of came back together. We started having a huge mix of artist profiles, event coverage, and weird AI stuff.
Yeah, we went to another conference.
Yeah, we went to the conference.
We saw more humans.
We saw
that would speak to us about crypto stuff, Great. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah. And so as we wrapped up the season, I felt like it was my duty to deliver the State of the Union, the state of the decentralized mic. And so we're going to play that for you.
of congratulating. Tonight is Season 0X finale, so a State of the Union is in order. I embrace with great satisfaction the opportunity which now presents itself of congratulating you on the present favorable prospects of our public affairs. The recent approval of the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF by the traditional finance system, the rising credit and respectability of our crypto networks, the general and increasing goodwill of politicians towards our blockchains, and the concord, peace, and plenty with which our memes bring blessings, are circumstances auspicious in an eminent degree of our network state prosperity. Okay, seriously. I stand before you, I'm actually sitting, a little over 100 production days into Full Circle's decentralized late night experiment, dwarfed by the idea of what 16 years looks like for the cryptocurrency experiment. 4 years shy of 2 decades, and we still don't know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. But I've met Vitalik at conferences, and I presume some of you have even tripped acid with his dad. At Full Circle, we can cover the conferences, but we need you to cover that acid trip. That's right. Full Circle's mic in your hands. Chelsea.Lens, Winnie.eth, Karma Violetta, Rizzle, and Satoshi Nakamoto, Fem, already held the decentralized mic. And so starting next season, we want to air segments produced by you. From covering your local Farcaster meetup, to you and your girls raging at the next Rave, and even profiling an artist in the most interesting space too. Full Circle will edit, produce, and air that segment. All you need is a stick mic with our logo and a story.
Okay. And so we wrapped up the season. Season 0X, 60 days, 9 episodes, one huge experiment, three co-hosts.
Wow. Yeah. I think that it was, I had a pretty great time. I feel as if we're about to do it again, and a little bit bigger, a little bit bolder, and a little bit more decentralized. What say you to these notions?
We're adding new cast members. Yes. And with us tonight, we have with us our first new cast member, Lorianne.
Woo!
At the stage and the feeling, the emotion of all these beautiful people we have in the audience and the people on the interwebs. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Why, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you. We're adding new cast members this season, and you were the first to commit. You're the first kind of one we kind of pitched the idea to. You started during COVID, a meditation and yoga community on air.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about that.
I'm on air. So I, like many people during the lockdowns, was at home, and I am a dancer and a yoga and wanted to be useful. So I started giving online yoga classes. We started as a Zoom class, and from there, a really beautiful community just blossomed. And from there, we kind of took it into a broader platform, and from being online, in person, now we've moved on chain. So this is the next sort of full circle moment of moving on chain.
It was completely 1 year ago, probably to the day. We met on chain in some form or fashion. You were hosting the meditation thing on Friday, I think, 10 a.m., 9 a.m.
Yeah. So last year here at Fest, I hosted a yoga class, and we met, and then I couldn't get rid of you, and I ran into you all over the world.
Yeah, I mean, Fest is an intimate event. There's a whole bunch of people here, but you tend to run into people a bunch of times. street and someone yells
Lawson.
And then I think the next thing she said was something like, no fucking way.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are you doing in Paris? And so I feel like it was meant to be for us to reconnect and kind of figure out what was going on. And I saw you minted the 6 or 7 colors for and so I think it's been really cool to just think about literally your first experience in crypto in Web3 was last year at Fest. And within the year, she took her community and has already brought it over into Fest. And we were super inspired by that.
Cool.
And yeah. Yeah. And so I thought that was I thought it was incredible. I just felt like when we think about our show and we think about what we're doing, again, it's about it's not the products, it's the people in the space and their stories. And so we were excited about this idea of bringing on new segments and seeing where those could go. Sky, feel free to pop back in here. But the idea of season 0x1, which will go live September 4th, the Wednesday after Labor Day, and will go for 90 days until November 20th, I believe, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Wednesday before the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
What he said is when we'll be going and we'll be spending that season. Pull in here, pull in your Sky.
Sure. We're cozy.
During that season, experiment with ideas for maybe what your show could look like.
Yeah.
With the idea at the very end, we're going to be helping each new cast member release a pilot for their own show.
Yeah, we've already started playing with what it could look like. So I think the most important idea around on air is just starting the conversation of how do we take care of ourselves and each other, especially as creatives and building at the I'm not a guru. I am a practitioner. And I'm also like trying to keep it together and trying to keep myself creatively fulfilled and keep my community and my friends like together.
You've done theater.
Yes, I've done a lot of theater.
She's being modest. She's done theater. We're really excited to just think about that. And so Sky, head of creative, has been putting together curriculum, and in the thing he's been really excited about is kind of that muscle memory of producing content and kind of where you're thinking of that with new cast members.
Yeah, I think that when we're thinking about when we're thinking about on air, just thinking about how to build that out, and what is the what specifics of the story, some of the things that we've been talking about, what are the pillars of what this show could be. And I guess as far as like any of the curriculum or anything that we have, we're developing and experimenting, attempting to create a template that can work for. It doesn't matter if you're a yoga instructor with a dance background. Hone your voice and develop your voice. So I'm excited about it. I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I'm excited to see where this takes the team. So we have 3 co-hosts, and we're adding new talent, all just like us, to experiment with think and turn in and spin off to their own show. We want to program. When the stuff we want to program, the stuff that we want to create is definitely to capture the moment, but also to push it forward. Like, let's keep talking. What else haven't we talked about? What else can we do? And so really bringing anybody else in is just to help, maybe normalize a little bit of our weird, but also bringing in some other weird too.
I think we've magnetized. I think we magnetize people on the same frequency of strange. I don't think that we're getting less weird as time goes on, as far as any of that goes. So, it's okay. Can I ask you a question? That's you really jumped in with both feet into this world, and I'm just very curious about what was the line in the sand for you where you're like, I'm jumping in with both feet? Do you dip your toes in the water? Because it seems like you've progressed really, really quickly in the space as far as knowing what you would like to do and where you would like to, what you would like to hone in on. Just curious about that process for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an all-in kind of person. I just go for things. And especially once I became familiar and learned about Web3, crypto, all of a sudden I was just saw this potential of where I could fix certain things that that I see need to be fixed, systems, ways of doing things. And I just saw a potential. And I just have ran with it. And I'm a curious person. I have met incredible people. And, for me as a performer and practitioner, it's all been about agency. And so much of this tooling, this world, it feels like there's a way of really establishing agency. And that really inspires me. And that's what I'm really excited to explore.
I really like that. That's really well put.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thanks.
sharing. Yeah. I like that. If you could sum it up when you understand that, and I think that it goes for a lot of the things with like financial understanding and looking into, like when you look into Bitcoin, or you're kind of red pilled into that for the first time, you're like, wait, how does money work? And the rabbit hole kind of never ends. But when you said there's that agency question, self-nudge, and being able to take ownership of your creative path. So it's cool.
And so we started decentralizing the mic. We're bringing new people in, and fast forward, we come to Fest, and we think about these things that can be put permanently on chain. And this gentleman, another gentleman in the room, pretty come out, allowed us to interview him while getting a tattoo.
Yellow.
Forrester, welcome to Centralized Late Night. Forrest.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Cool.
Let's get in the center.
Yeah, there we go.
Scoot in.
Forrest. So we met Forrest yesterday, and it was the last tattoo of the night over at, what is it, Co-Create?
Yes, Co-Create Inc.
Yeah, such an awesome activation Co-Create is doing here at FWB Fest.
Agree.
You can NFU basically.
You get a pull up.
This is an NFT.
Yes, this is the tie I was getting yesterday when you pulled up.
Yeah.
This one's from today.
Yeah.
At $50 a pop, I was like, we're getting two.
Yeah,
so here we are.
It's such an incredible deal, and also just really cool artists. And
Yeah, lovely people running it.
Such a vibe, right?
Big vibe.
So we were like, oh, maybe we could interview someone while they were getting tattooed. Forrest, would you be down? You're like, yes. Not only will I be down, I will lead a meditation as I'm going through being tattooed. I will.
Y'all literally had me sing while I was getting tatted. You were like, "Will you sing?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, for sure."
We're big on prompts.
It was fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Mike, we will ask things, right? And so you had this is your third Fest, right?
Yes, this is my third Fest.
You are the person responsible for setting the intentions of the whole FWB team before it starts every year, right?
I did the first year with the core team, and this year I came back to do it for the community.
Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And so he's telling us this story, right?
Mhm.
And so naturally we prompted, would you like to lead us through a tattoo meditation?
Yeah.
And so walk us through it again. What were you thinking when we asked that question?
I was like, "This is a great question."
Let's
I was
go.
like, "Yes, I would love to." It's kind of the perfect opportunity to do it because getting tattoos hurt. So I was like, "How can we make this more pleasant? Let's dip into mindfulness." And so I just went through the different senses. We started with what I was seeing, what I was observing in the space, the ceiling, y'all standing around me. Then I went into what I could hear. There was some music playing, some people talking in the background, and then what I could feel. And so it's like, yes, I can feel myself getting tattooed, but I can also feel the bed underneath me. I can feel my clothes on my skin. Then I did scent, what I could smell, what I could taste. And the tattoo was like one of the least painful tattoos I've ever gotten. So it did something good. Yeah.
How quickly did the time pass? Did you kind of drop in and was it all of a sudden done, or?
I think it was the period of meditation was maybe a quarter of the interview, but I think just like chatting with these fine people really made the time go fast. Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, so it was really, I think, really crazy moment. Kind of thinking about that, so when you came to your, and you sang a song, right?
I did. I sang a moment of a song. Yeah.
You sang a moment of the song.
Yeah.
And so we do have a piano over here. And we excited for maybe.
Okay.
Just would you maybe just would you play us out? Would you play the show out?
I would love to.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Let's do it. Cool.
Check this out. See what we can do. Yeah, I'll just put this one kind of this way. We'll do both of them. I'll get one kind of.
Okay, nice.
Over here.
I'll try and sing loud and play soft. Can you hear me? Woman. This is one of the only songs I know how to play on the piano, and I'm gonna play it for you. It's called Barely a Lady. I also actually have an NFT of this, and I was singing it right when I was getting used to my voice post-transition. It's a very raw recording. So that's, if you dig far enough, you'll find that too. But this song is special to me for many reasons. I wrote out the lyrics because, what are those words? Anyways. These feelings so strong, so completely forgotten. I don't know what I should do. And if I come over and cry on your shoulder, please know it's the best I can do. It feels like we rushed, but we gave ourselves time. Tried to slow ourselves down just for fright of the grind. This would rub in our wounds as we battle the day that another would come and would sweep you away from me. We will become who we are around, and I'm happy to be around you, yes. We will be lost till we are found, and I'm happy I found you. These feelings so strong, so completely forgotten that I don't know what I can do. And if I come over and cry on your shoulder, please know it's the best that I can do. Yes, darling, I'm scared, for I didn't expect that my heart would keep growing after I left. And though people may know, though people may care, I now see you're the one to whom my soul will bear. All the things that I loathe and the things that I love, and the times that I've wondered what is up above us. Up above us. Yeah. We will become who we are around, and I'm happy to be around you. Yeah. We will be lost till we are found, and I'm happy I found you. Though we may be different and we live apart, lady. The thought of you turns my skies blue, and I like them blue.
Yo,
Yes,
wow.
Thank you all for coming.
Whoa.
That is the teaser for season 0x1.
Wow. Whoa. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Forrest. Thank you, Lorianne.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, audience. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much for
crowd.
being
Thank
here.
you, new producer.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
new
you, people
producer.
behind
Thank
the
you.
odds. We
Thank you.
appreciate you. Goodbye.
All right, cool.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
summer. See you around
Bye.
school.
Most expensive meal in history that keeps getting more expensive every guy who's experience.
Whiskers McClaw.
So remember, normies, next time someone offers you 10,000 Bitcoin for a couple of pizzas, think twice. You might just be holding on to the keys to your own financial kingdom. Or, a really fancy cat condo.
All hosts together.
Happy
Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Day.